Oh my god, I just realized that me and the Sephora bag are totally twinning right now. I'm trying to embody fall to the best of my ability, but it is still 80 degrees outside and the sweat that is accumulating on my upper lip is offensive. I am here with a good old-fashioned Sephora haul because Sephora just finished off their fall sale, I guess you could call it. This was like new for Sephora. They usually don't have a sale around this time of year, but it happened and this also happened. I also want to mention that I have tried probably like 80% of the products that I bought. So I'm gonna give you guys my mini reviews as well. So it's not just gonna be like, I bought this, I bought this. I'm actually gonna give you my thoughts on the products, which is awesome. So I hope you guys are gonna enjoy it. Don't forget to let me know all of your thoughts down below. Let me know what you picked up during the sale. I would love to hear it. In my last video, when I asked you guys to give me your recommendations for the sale, when I was picking up products for myself, I was going through your recommendations. So thank you so much for sending everything over and thank you for just encouraging my spending habits. It's much appreciated. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and of course subscribe if you're not subscribed already and you want to join the fam. And without further ado, let's get right into the haul. Before I begin, I just want to say, because I know I'm gonna get so many questions every time I wear a lip color that's not just like a nude, I just get bombarded with questions about what is on my lips. So I'm wearing the Zoeva Pure Matte Lips, and this one is in the shade Wicker Wings. I've actually never worn one of the Zoeva liquid lips before. I just really wanted something very cool tone, and this was the first one I was able to find in my collection, to be very honest with you. You guys know I'm not like the biggest fan of liquid lipsticks, but this one actually feels not bad, and the color is so sick, especially for fall. I'm really enjoying it. So I just wanted to let you know before I went into everything else. So the first thing that I got that I wanted to talk to you guys about is the foundation that I'm wearing on my face currently, and this is the Becca Skin Love Weightless Blur Foundation. So I've tried this Becca Skin Love product probably about like 3 times so far, and it's only been 3 times, so I can't say that it's gonna be like a new favorite of mine, but the 3 times that I have worn this product, I have just been obsessed with the way that it makes my skin look. Finish is just like the most beautiful, natural looking, just satin finish. I'm wearing it on my skin right now so you guys can see exactly how it looks. What I love so much about this is that it's not overly glowy. Sometimes I don't want my skin to look like it's wet. It's not always, but it does happen. And the IT Cosmetics CC, you guys know I love that stuff. It is a beautiful foundation. It's one of my all-time favorites, but sometimes it can be just a little bit too glowy if I don't want my skin to be just like really, really glowy. This is very similar to the IT Cosmetics CC. I feel like it sits on my skin in a very similar way, but it's not quite as glowy, which I find is even more flattering because you could see on my face, it just gives it sort of like an airbrush perfected look, but without it looking like I'm wearing a mask or without it looking like it's extremely heavy or cakey. Coverage is also really, really great. It has definitely about like a medium, I would even say close to a full coverage. So I would recommend this to somebody who doesn't really want a foundation that's going to be like so full on and really full coverage and really heavy on the skin, but also doesn't want something that's like too lightweight, like a skin tint, like sort of like sits in between where it gives you that coverage, but it gives you the feel of like a tinted moisturizer, which is what I really, really like about it. That is the very first product that I got, and I am very pleased. Actually, I don't need the box anymore. Bye. I also picked up some lashes during the sale. I thought that it would be a great opportunity to just pick up a few of the styles that I know I wear quite often. So these are from the Velour Effortless Lash Collection. I've spoken about these before, and they still continue to be probably my favorite lashes I've ever tried. If you've been around on my channel for a while, you will probably notice that I am not the biggest fan of lashes. Like, lashes are not a staple in my makeup look. Honestly, what it really comes down to though is just my laziness when it comes to lashes. I hate taking them out of the box and trimming them and making sure they fit my eye and like adjusting them so that they go really close to my lash line, and then they'll just end up looking really wonky and it'll make my eye look a lot worse than if I just didn't even put them on in the first place. So just lashes in general have never been my favorites, but they do make the biggest difference in the way your eyes look. The collection is called the Effortless Collection because it sort of is effortless. If you're somebody who really wants lashes that aren't going to be overly dramatic and lashes that are just easy to apply, like they're sort of no fuss, this collection is honestly perfect because they are no trim lashes. So out of the box, these are actually a reasonable size. I have yet to have to trim any of the lashes from this collection, which is just awesome because that just saves so much time. I always feel sort of silly personally when I wear really, really dramatic lashes just because I don't feel like it really suits my look. I'm not like a very dramatic makeup person. So I love a lash that is just really like wispy and sort of just enhances the shape of my eye and just makes my eyes pop. And that's exactly what these lashes do. This style, for real though, the ones that I'm wearing on my eyes right now are probably my favorite style that I've tried from this collection. And it's a style that I normally don't even really go to for lashes. Normally the lashes that I will like gravitate to are the ones that sort of like wisp out at the outer corner because I find that they really elongate the eye, which they do. These are a little bit more full towards like the center of the eye. And I never used to think that these types of lashes would really suit my eye, but I honestly love the way they look. Like literally every single time I put these lashes on my eyes, I feel like 10 times more confident. So I got one pair of the For Real though, and then I also picked up this pair in style Would I Lie, which is a little bit more flared on the outer corner. But they also have the look of like a mink lash, but they're synthetic. They are not actually like real mink fur. So that is awesome. I love these. Highly, highly recommend. Next up, I actually got a contour palette. This is the Dior Backstage Contour Palette in 001 Universal. I honestly do not remember the last time I actually bought a contour palette just because I don't feel like it's totally necessary. I have contour powders in my collection that I use and I just don't feel like I need more, but there's something about this palette that really got to me. It just looked really, really beautiful. I haven't tried also a Dior face product in a really long time. I don't even think I really even have. Have I? I don't think I have. So I really wanted to put it to the test and try it out. And I gotta say, I'm really, really happy that I picked this up because I really love these powders and the way that they apply and the way that they look on my skin. It's very rare that I will have a palette that every single shade will suit my skin tone, but I'm actually able to find a use for all the shades in here, which is what makes it really worth it, in my opinion, to actually pick up. So technically you have 2 highlight shades and 2 contour shades. This is supposed to be the deep highlight shade, but I actually use this to bronze up my face. So the way that I like to use this palette is I actually like to mix this darker highlight shade with the deepest contour shade, and I mix it together with my brush and I use that to bronze on my face, and it just creates like a really nice little bronze look. And then this contour shade, the color is so freaking perfect. I love this to contour my nose. And I know that's so specific, but I find it really hard to find good contour shades to contour the nose. If the product is too warm, it will look just horrendous on the nose. If the product's too cool, it will also look horrendous on the nose. And this color is just perfect. And the powders really are just so like smooth and creamy. Like when you touch the product, it almost feels a little bit creamy. Like that's how just nice they are. So they really just glide onto the skin. They're not powdery at all, and they just look beautiful. And then of course the highlight shade I use to just like, you know, make the highlights on my face pop a little bit. Only thing that I don't like about this product, my only gripe with it, is that I wish the pan sizes were a little bit larger. I mean, this is a pricier product. It's from Dior, obviously. It's a little bit difficult, especially when I'm going in with like a larger bronzer brush, to specifically get the colors that I want. You know, sometimes the brush will just sort of flop all over the place and just hit the other powders that I don't really want the brush to hit. Next up, I got another Becca base product. This is the Becca Ultimate Coverage Longwear Concealer, and I got it in the shade Latte, which I believe is supposed to be a light medium neutral color. And this color actually matches me really, really perfectly with my current tan going on. So this is a very full coverage concealer. Like, you will be able to cover up so many secrets underneath your under eyes with this product. The formula of this stuff though is very, very thick and creamy, so definitely keep that in mind. If you are somebody who does not like a thick and creamy concealer, I promise you, you will not like this. If you were somebody with mature skin, I would stay away from this because this is a very thick product. However, if you like a full coverage concealer and you don't mind a thicker consistency, oh my god, this is so good. It's as if the Tarte Shape Tape and the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye came together and had a baby, because it has the same coverage that the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye has. And if you've ever tried that product, then you will know how intensely pigmented that product is. And the reason why I compare it to the Shape Tape is because you know how the Shape Tape is pretty full coverage, but it does sit really nicely underneath the eyes. The same thing sort of applies with this concealer. Because the product has that consistency, it almost just like glides over my under eye and just makes my under eyes look smooth as silk. It is really important to set this concealer with powder because otherwise it will settle, since it is a thicker product. Also, I'm wearing this underneath my eyes today in case you wanna see what it looks like. on the face in action. So the very last makeup product that I picked up on this haul is actually a MAC product. Like I mentioned in my Sephora VIB sale recommendations video, Sephora now carries MAC in Canada. I don't think they do it in the US yet, or if they ever will, but they do it in Canada, which is awesome. So I was able to take advantage of the 20% off sale for MAC products. And I've been wanting to try this product for such a long time, ever since I saw Gina from Jin's Makeup use this on her channel. It's been on my list. So this is the MAC Shape and Shade Brow Tint. And it's basically a brow marker, I guess you can call it. So on one end you have your little brow marker, and then on the other end you have this like powder. I have been really into brow markers lately. I just feel like they do such a great job of creating a very, very natural brow look if you do use them correctly. Obviously, if you like scribble in your brows and you create like something really blocky, they're not gonna look very natural. Do you want to take that extra time to sort of just like sit and create hair-like strokes with a product like this? It will look so incredibly natural, and that's what I wanted it for. I've tried this only twice, so I don't really have like a solid opinion on it. I am wearing it on my brows today, but I do really quite like it. I got it in the shade Lingering, which is a really light shade. It's almost just like a really, really light taupe, and you almost think that it's not gonna do anything for your brows, especially if you have darker brows like I do. You're like, okay, this is not the right shade for me. This is not gonna show up, but it does. And it actually makes your brows look incredible because it just creates like the most subtle hair-like strokes because it's not so intense, because it's not like a very, very dark pigmented product. It just works really, really well. So I really like this. I also find that it lasts really well throughout the day. And to be honest, I actually quite like the little powder on the other end because sometimes I do want like the tail end of my brow to be a little bit more dense and impactful. So I want a little bit more color there. And it's just really nice that you have this little powder on the other end to sort of just like fill in those sparser areas to make them look a little bit more dense. And it works really well and it stays on, and it's an awesome product. I've been really enjoying this so far. I'm gonna continue using it on an everyday basis, and I'll give you guys an update. Maybe you'll see it in my next month's favorite if I continue to really, really like it. All right, that is it for all the makeup products that I picked up during the sale. The rest of the stuff that I have over here are all hair care and a few skincare products. So let's get into that. This was so random, and honestly, I'm just so desperate to find really awesome hair masks. So I was just looking in their hair mask section. I was looking for really highly rated hair masks, and this Kiehl's Olive Fruit Oil Deeply Reparative Hair pack. Oh, that threw me off. I thought I was gonna say hair mask. Was one that I found, and apparently it is very highly rated. The reviews are really great for this product, so I'm really excited to try it out. It is for dry and damaged, undernourished hair with enriching olive fruit and avocado oils. Let's smell it. Let's see what it smells like. Wonder if it's gonna smell like avocado. Nope. Ooh, that is perfumey though. I'll let you guys know if this is gonna work, but apparently it's good, so my hopes are high. We got a skincare product here that I love so much. This is the Youth to the People Kale and Green Tea Spinach Vitamin Superfood Face Wash. I've actually heard quite a bit about this for a really long time, but I've sort of avoided picking this up because it is a pricier product. And for me, I feel like if I am gonna spend money on skincare, it's good to be on something that actually stays on my face, like an SPF or a moisturizer or a serum. Cleansers are sort of like the last on my priority list because you wash them off. I feel like they're not as important to get something that's like super incredible and amazing. That's just the way my brain works. That's how I think of things. I gotta say, this is probably one of the nicest cleansers I've ever used. I love the texture of this. It is so creamy and frothy. It honestly makes it a joy to wash my face. First of all, love the packaging. It comes in a little glass bottle and a little pump, and it just makes it really easy, especially when you just want to very quickly wash your face. You just like pump it out. It's quick, it's easy. I love that. I also feel like it just does a great job of making my face feel nice and clean. So I've been really enjoying this. It also smells really nice. It smells healthy. That's the best way to describe it. Next up, I got a little face mask from Origins. This is the Clear Improvement Active Charcoal Mask to clear pores. I basically just wanted a mask that would help me cleanse out my skin and give my skin a little bit of a detox. I can't really give you guys like a solid review on this because I tried it once. It didn't really wow me that one time, but I feel like this is something you definitely have to try more than once to really start to see if it makes a difference in just like detoxing the skin. I'll keep you guys updated on this one. Next up, this is so boring, but I got this instant dry brush cleaner spray from Sephora and it's called Dry Clean. So I really just wanted a brush cleaner that would clean my brushes and not make them wet so I could use them like right afterwards. So yeah, that's it. Not really that exciting, but it's a necessity. Clean brushes are a necessity. Last but not least, I got 2 more hair care products. The first one is a Briogeo Don't Despair Repair Strength and Moisture Leave-In Mask. This was another mask that got very high reviews online. I really love this brand. I love Briogeo. I use a lot of their hair care products. They just always seem to work really well with my hair. There's always like brands that mesh well with my hair and brands that don't. Briogeo was one of them that just meshes really, really well. So I have high hopes for this one. I also really like a good like leave-in type of product because I feel like it is very effective. So I'm really excited to try this one out. Last but not least, we've got a hairspray. This is the Drybar The Warden Maximum Hold Hairspray. Also got really great reviews online, so I'm very excited to try it. It says it provides super firm hold and a long-lasting finish. Never sticky or flaky, great for hard to hold hair and updos. Let's spray it on my hair and see what it feels like. Smells like marshmallows and cotton candy. Drybar is another hair brand that I've tried so many of their products and a lot of them work really well for me. So another reason why I opted to go for the Drybar hairspray because I felt like it wouldn't let me down. So guys, that actually finishes off my haul and today's video. I really hope that you enjoyed it. Don't forget to let me know all of your thoughts down below. Let me know if you've tried any of the products that I spoke about today and what are your thoughts on them. I would really, really like to know. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and of course subscribe if you're not subscribed already, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.